So what can you do if you've got an Eeyore on your team? Someone who's single-handedly draining your team's energy, always finding a reason why not to try something, and getting stymied by the smallest problems, and really appearing unwilling to explore new things. As a leader, you know it's on you to create the environment necessary to maximize team performance. And this includes thinking about processes, tools, coaching and development, and it also includes helping your people work together.
When an Eeyore's approach lets all the air out of the team's metaphorical balloon, that's a side effect of their actions that they can easily miss. One way to address this is through curiosity, getting curious about your Eeyore, curious about their impact on the team, and curious about your response. I'm Tara Collison, founder of Meddlers, an executive development firm that focuses on helping leaders to express their highest potential, both through optimizing their own leadership performance and tapping into the best around them.
And I'm Deborah Holstein. I have over 15 years experience leading high-performing teams. Now, Tara and I want to share pragmatic, on-the-ground advice addressing some of the most pressing problems you face as leaders every day, and give you the tools and frameworks to help you express your leadership in a way that's authentic to you. So back to the problem at hand. Tara, what can leaders do?
Well, an Eeyore's comments and behaviors are deflating to the team's performance. And when that's happening, you want to get curious about that. Understand what's happening to your Eeyore. While you feel frustrated by their behavior, it's helpful to remember that no one's really coming to work trying to ruin someone else's day. Your Eeyore actually means well, and they're trying to accomplish something positive for the team. What is that, you might ask? Well, they are usually trying to help you see something you're not going to see otherwise. And they're not even aware of how their impact or how their behavior is impacting the team. So,
And I
Deborah,
think,
tell
I
us
was going to say,
about how to get curious about your Eeyore's comments and behaviors.
yeah, because I think it's really important what you just said around they probably don't know their impact on the team
Yeah.
and that they really want to help. And so it's on you to help them understand what it is. So you want to get curious about that impact that the Eeyore's comments and behaviors are having on team performance. You want to be concrete and specific about it because it's more than just people feeling frustration. You want to be able to describe the impact objectively, kind of as if you were narrating a silent video. Something like, hey, after you posted XYZ comment in the Slack channel, I noticed the dialogue on that important topic stopped altogether.
Yeah. And that's such an important way of actually talking to Eeyore about it and even being able to say, here's the behavior and here's what I noticed. And it gets them in the position of being curious. You can also use curiosity if you don't know how to describe the behavior or you don't know how it's impacting others. So you can get curious and gather perspectives with the people around you and focus on understanding how their behavior might be impacting the team, and do that in a way that's really constructive and useful. You don't want to create vent sessions where everyone's complaining about Eeyore, but you're really trying to generate insights about what actually will help both raise the risk but also mitigate the energy drain that it creates. And so that's really, really important. And finally, we want to be able to check in with ourselves as leaders. Our role is to consider the issue at hand and the response to the issue, what the team's response is and what Eeyore's response is. But don't forget your own responses. You're a human too. And so you want to make sure that if you're having an emotional reaction, that you're digging into that.
Yeah, it's so important to get curious around all three aspects. Curious about your Eeyore, about the impact on their team, and curious about yourself. You can't just skip over or gloss over any one of those three. And it can happen quickly in a matter of minutes, or it might take some focused reflection on your part. But the insights that you gain from applying your curiosity in this way, it's necessary to having the subsequent dialogue with your Eeyore to figure out how they can be more effective in their contributions and their participation.
That's exactly right. Being able to think through all of those can happen instantaneously. And that is something that is so important to remember. We've just drawn it out really kind of step by step in this conversation, but you can do it very, very quickly, or you can stretch it out over a series of conversation. The key is that you get to a conversation with Eeyore that you can bring your own curiosity into. And so in our next video, we're going to get into how do you prepare for that conversation so that everyone is open and ready for that.